So Amy tells me that half of you guys are entrepreneurs, and the rest of you are here as a team, or you want to be an entrepreneur, or you think you want to be an entrepreneur because, wow. So quick show of hands. Who has had professional photos made recently? Hey, that's awesome. I love that. Very good. Anyone in the last year or two? Cool. That's so many of you. That's wonderful. Who is willing to confess that they haven't had, like, you're still using a photo that no longer looks like you? Anyone? Because that's like one of the most commonly like brought to me situations. They're like, oh my gosh, I was asked to speak and they want a photo of me. And the only picture I have is like 10 years old. So if that's you, you're totally not alone. Let's look at some photos together. Can you put the headshot, the second slide up? Okay, so these are headshots. They're clean and polished. Oh, not that one, sorry. The one of all 8, the second slide. No, not that one. That one. Well done. So these are clean and polished and probably approachable because that is everyone's favorite word. Can you make me look approachable? So I want you guys to take a look at Ben. He's up here with the purple background. What does this photo say about Ben? Sophisticated. Approachable. Happy? Okay. Professional and relaxed. Okay, all correct. How about the black and white of Zeb? What does this photo say about him? He's serious, thoughtful, interesting? Interested. Okay. He don't play no games. I like that. Okay. Okay. So the thing about headshots is that they don't really tell you what someone does for a living, right? So I bet you can't say, or you probably don't know, that Allie in the green blouse up here is a hairstylist, or Brittany in the purple zip-up is a real estate agent. I assume that some of you probably know Charlie here, but this photo does not scream, I'm a mortgage lender, right? So if you need someone to, put a name to a face, you need a headshot. But if you want to tell, a little bit more of your story, we'll move on to storytelling portraits. That's the slide right after that. Okay, so with a few more visual clues inside this one picture, you can give someone an idea of what you do and how you do it or who you work for. So I want you guys to take a look at Bobby. He's the top middle. And I want you guys to tell me what you think he does based on this single picture. Now, if you know Bobby, don't scream out what he does. But if you don't, what do you think Bobby does? Personal trainer, high school coach, owns a gym. Anyone else? Okay, great. All great guesses. What about Andrew? He's down here in the middle. Any idea what he does? Architect, okay. Anything else? Engineer. Builder. Designer. Great answers. Okay, so Andrew is a commercial real estate broker. And if you found this picture of Andrew on his website with all the context that goes along with a website that has commercial real estate broker all over it, you would understand. If you saw it on Instagram and he's talking about commercial real estate, you're like, oh, he's in a commercial building. Oh yeah, he's dressed super nicely and he's holding plans that, lend you an idea of what his story is. It also shows that he's like super casual and super friendly, but it doesn't tell his whole story. Next slide. So if you want to tell your whole story, that's when a branding session is something that you want to invest in or think about. So we're back to Bobby. Based on these, that's not Bobby. There you go. Based on these images, what do we think Bobby does now? Personal trainer, physical therapist. Yeah, he's a physical therapist. And we work together to create images that show him coaching, demonstrating, and helping his ideal client, which in this case is professional athletes, student athletes, and really active adults who want to grow, get stronger, or heal from something to become healthier and stronger. So fun fact about Bobby, he is not super comfortable in front of the camera. He's like, oh, tell me what to do. And he really also didn't know what he needed when he came to me. He just knew that he wanted to take his business to the next level. He was trying to tell his story, and every time he went to do it visually or online, he just didn't have the photos that helped demonstrate to his ideal client what he did and who he did it for. Now let's look at someone totally different. Next slide. This is Brittany. What about these images tell you that Brittany is a real estate coach and, also broker, but coach? Anyone? Classroom setting. Yeah, there's her tagline. Everything real estate and all in one place. Anything else? The books. The chart, the flip chart. Yeah, they tell you that. Yes, so even though these businesses are super different, you can help people understand what you do with a lot of visual branding. Okay, next slide. So what kind of photos do you need? Let's break it down. Next slide. So we have headshots, and I want you to think of headshots as your digital handshake. It really helps people put a name to a face and is your online introduction, right? Everyone in this whole room needs a headshot. If you don't have a good and or approachable headshot, find yourself one. Okay, next, we have storytelling photos, okay? I want you to think of a storytelling photo as, right. So Rosaria's like, see, this is what I do. But just a tiny story, a tiny bit of her story. I want you to think of it as a way to incorporate a tiny bit of your personality, whatever you want to, people to know, and then a little bit of your story. So for instance, Michelle, she's the nacho average CPA. She chose to include this funny graphic tee with her session because she's not your average stuffy, CPA, and she wanted people to know that without the context of a website or whatever. But these are really, really great images for about pages on your website because they add a little bit to your story in your visual, and they work great on social media as well. Okay, next slide. So if you want to tell your whole story, then the branding is where it's at. Branding photos should show who you are, what you do, who you serve, or how you help. And most of the time, you don't have just one branding photo. You need a collection of them. And the most wonderful thing about branding sessions and a library of images is that they help your business grow and they grow with you. So while you may not feel ready for a branding session right now, I promise the work that you put into creating one and actually having it done really helps you grow as a person. It helps you grow as a business. And then as you use the pictures, your business grows. It's a win-win. Okay, next slide. So which one's right for you? Not everyone needs a full branding session. If your business is young, storytelling portraits might be totally fine, and we've already gone over the fact that everybody needs a headshot, right? If you're ready to level up your marketing, branding is your next step. Wherever you are, I can help you decide and make sure your photos tell the story of what you want to be known for. All right? Who has questions? Anyone?